Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's Linus with Hitching Up and Moving On. We are going to build another one of these flag poles like I did for my our sign. But we're going to build one like this with the light rack on it and show you how we did it. I know there's a lot of videos out there, but most of them don't have this rack on it over here. And so I'm going to show you kind of quickly how we did this. So, sorry. First off, we bought this 1 inch round PVC pipe that is 10 foot long. And to get it home, I cut off 4 foot of it. So I have one 4 foot piece already cut. So you want to cut two 4 foot pieces, which will give you, and then it gives you 2 foot left. And you're going to cut, to do that, you're going to cut this down. You're going to cut one at 1 foot. And then you cut this in half, make it 2 6-inches. And we're going to do that real quick, and then we'll show you what we go from there. Also, I'm going to give you kind of a part description real quick. We got a 1/2 inch rebarb that's about not quite 4 foot. We have 2 T's to fit the pipe, 2 45s, 1 end cap, and then I bought 2 of these bushings down that will let this pipe go into here when I get ready to put it on for my light. I picked up this light at Menards today for $5 on clearance. Ended up being a really nice light. As you can see right there it is. It's got a heck of a solar panel on it. We'll find out how that does at night. And then for the bottom, where it goes over the stake, over this stake right here, I have this 3/4 piece of pipe that I'll slide inside here. I'll slide it inside that so far, usually about 1 foot. And that way to give it a little bit more sturdiness and bushing. Give it a little bit of bushing. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and let you. So I'll take my tape measure and I'm going to cut this other piece of pipe 4 foot. Same as the other one. And actually this one's already 4 foot, so I'm just going to mark it up next to it. Should be right here. And then I'm going to measure off the end of this piece of pipe 1 foot. And then I'm going to divide the difference in this. It's just a little bit over 12 inches, but I'm going to make it 2 6 pieces. And that'll give you all your pipe pieces. I'm going to try to cut it with my Dremel this time. I cut it with a cutter earlier, and ouch. And it didn't cut so great, so I'm going to try to cut it with my Dremel. I'll probably tell you. Step there for 5 seconds. Get my Dremel. Okay, they don't have to be perfect because they're just going to go in there, and I know a lot of people glue. I'm just going to screw them. I'm putting screws in, and I'm going to leave one screw where you can take it loose, and that way when you get ready to fold it from your camper, put it in your camper, you can take one piece loose and it makes it nice. So also going to probably cut off about 1 foot of this. I can put this in there. If I get that much to go in there, it's hard to get that to go in there. And that gives you a pretty good shim at the bottom. So what I would do on my first piece, this has got to go in here, get it started. And all I did last time was tap it on the floor. I'm just going to cut that piece off. as you can see, that made it a lot thicker in there, and be a little bit closer when it comes to sitting on that rebarb. So the next piece I'm going to put on there is a 45 elbow, and I'm going to line it up with my red stripe. Tap it on there. That's pretty good. And that's going to be your bottom pole. And then the next piece is your flag holder. It's going to get a cap on it right here. And tap that on there like that. It's on there. And then you measure your flag distance. Yeah, off of this piece, you're going to put one of these T's on here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tap it on there. You heard it bottom out. And then it gets the, let me double check here. I haven't built very many of these, so it gets one of the 6-inch pieces here. You'll see why in a little bit. And that goes in there. And then this piece here, I'm going to put it on this piece right here. Kind of line up my stripes with my... So I'm just going to tap this one in here. Like that. So that's going to be my piece that I take loose and slide into the camper by itself. That'll be my bottom, top, and that's going to go like that. I'm going to put some screws in it to show you how I do the screws. I'll take this T here, and I will take my hammer and I'll tap this in on this end, and tap this in on this end. This saves you from having to glue it. Then I just put a couple screws in there to keep it. Actually, I don't even think I put screws on the last one. It's going to come off of here. This little piece here will go on next, and tap it in, which doesn't really matter. It's a round piece of pipe right now. You don't have to line nothing up. On this piece here, or these two, while they're sitting like this, line up with each other right there. So you want it lined up like this. So when you put your light in here, this goes to your pole. Remember how else I got to do it. And this one goes. This one will have it go like this, where it is. It will be square with everything right here, and you want to really try to get it as square as you can so it doesn't look so bad. So that's what you want this piece to look like right here, because it's just going to connect to that piece. And so far, that's a pretty simple job. Okay. The next thing I want to do is show you what we did out here. Is we take a piece of that rebar that's 1/2 inch thick and put it in the ground about not quite a foot, probably 10 inches or so. You take this flat washer, just slide it on there. Let it go down there. And this piece of pipe right here is going to go on here. It's just going to sit on here. On there like this. When it hits the flat washer, it gives it something to spin. So that's going to be your spinning flag right there. And this last piece goes on there. It's so simple to make these. Is a piece that's got all the zigzags on it, and you can see how that one's made, and see how I just put some screws right there in that. And so you're going to set this one on here, right here, which is hard for me to do and hold a camera, so I'm going to get it on here. And it's going to be on there basically just like that. And that'll be your flag holder. And then this will be your light holder for your light to shine on your flag. So I'm going to leave, I'll put screws in that one, this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here, just small short screws to go in there to keep it straight. Straighten everything up good, put one in here. Then my pipe will fit down in here for doing your light. But this one here, I will put a screw in, but I will leave it, thinking about drilling a hole all the way through it and just putting a cotter pin through it. So you know which one to take off every time. Just put a real, if you like, cotter pin in it. So the next thing would be to, like this one, you drive some eyelets, or you can screw them in. I've seen them screwed in, but I bought 2 eyelets that went all the way through. Put some silicone on the back, measure your flag across there, and put those on. And it's good to go. So that looks pretty easy so far. The only thing else I did is I have this little grinding bit right here. I reached in the very top hole of that one shim where this pipe's going to go in to hold everything that goes to this, and I ground the top because it's made for a piece of pipe to go in there and stop. And so I ground the top just a little bit, and I tap this all the way in there so it would go in that far, and then I just leave that in there. And I put a screw into that too, so it keeps it. I put a screw into that so it keeps it in place also. Okay. Hi guys. Hey, I took the flag off the pole out there for right now, laid it out here on the floor like this, like that. That's how it looks. And I marked all these where I want to put a screw in here. And then this one here is going to be the one I take it apart at. So I'm going to put a different type of screw there, so I know that's the one I want to take it apart. So that's basically my next step, is just doing that. And I'll try to get the camera set up where I can show you. Just going to take these self-guarding screws I have, like this. This is going to keep it together pretty good. And I do put a screw in this, so it doesn't matter. Today, it is basically 33 inches across there. So I'm going to put this aside. And I know I'm not proper. This has even got a little bit of rust on it from being used. I'll set it aside. That was 33 inches. And so I got these 3/16 by 2.5 inch, and then a drill bit big enough for that to go through. This is my flag holder. I'm gonna measure down about, what is that, 33 inches, is that what it said? Yeah, 33 inches. Measure. I'm gonna come off that up there, probably 3 inches. Let's make it 2 inches. 2 inches, and I'm gonna mark on the inside of it. Then I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna measure 33. I'm gonna make it a half, that way it pulls it a little bit tight. I'm gonna take my drill, which so happens to have the right type of chuck on it, and I'm gonna stand this up. Come around here. I'm gonna drill my hole right here. I can get it to stay there long enough. And come this in. Do the same thing. Okay. I'm take my eyelets. They go on the inside of this, and they're going to go through here like this. Different pair of pliers out here somewhere, but anyhow, I'm going to take the pliers and I'm going to bend this eyelet open right here a little bit so I can get the flag on like that. And then when I get the flag on there, I'll clamp that back tight. So these are going to go in here where the hole is. I'm going to put the nut on. This is not an eye locking nut, so I put a little bit of silicone on the outside. Turn these away from the flag. Snug them with your fingers, it ain't going to matter. And If you want to get fancy, you can paint the posts. I'm going to actually wipe some of this stuff off that's actually got the paint, the markings on it, so it's just white. I have a tube of silicone. Basically, it's just good silicone. And I'm going to put that on the threads out here so it doesn't back off. And now it's ready for the flag, except for I need to bend this one open a little bit more. I don't think it quite hooked there. Go. There you go. Put this one on right here. You can put your flag on the ground if you want it, but I really didn't want to hit the ground with the flag. And stretch this out. This will be the top. Hard to see in the sun. There we go. That's that part. Now we'll have to snug that. Well, there's one up there already, and this should go down in here pretty easily. Well, and that would be pointing there, and this would go up like that. And at night, then you'll have to adjust it. Okay, just tell me what you think. I think that turned out pretty nice. Got two flags. I need to move that one away from that one a little bit, but yeah, I got my double flags for my camping now. I'm going to take with me, and they're weighted. They're kind of balanced a little bit with this on the end of it. So I got to crimp this yet up here, and I'll snug that a little bit because that one wanting to turn, so I'm going to snug it a little bit, but. And then I'm going to put a brand new flag on there. That one's got a little rust on it. I don't like that. I got a brand new flag here. I just haven't found it. So anyhow, this is Linus. There's Linus and Dana with Hitching Up Moving On. Hope that's give you some information on how to build one of these. I've seen a video online on how to do it. Well, he really didn't have a video. He just had a step-by-step procedure. And so that's why I wanted to kind of do a quick video, give you an idea. And then you could just take everything apart and set it in your camper, or you can roll the flag up around the pole at the end. That's why I left it tight. That way it doesn't go anywhere. And so tell us what you think. I think they look gorgeous. I think they look pretty good at the campsite. So thanks a lot for watching. And please like and subscribe to our channel. Tell us if you like this idea. Tell us what you think. Like I said, I got probably $20 in each of them. Time I bought the light and all the little things, so the hooks and the, all the little pieces that go with it. But I think they look pretty good. Boy, they really pivot, nice, don't they? So, hey, thanks a lot. Hit the like button and comment and tell some friends about it. We're trying to get our channel moving along farther. We've been putting out a video about every 3 or 4 days. So help us out. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you at a campground somewhere.